Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for tuning in. In this video I have a quick tip that I'm sure that many of you as rubber stampers and paper crafters may already know, but if you don't know, it is a real time saver, and I'm talking about how I got this multicolored stamp on this previous card that I've recorded, one of my Christmas card series for 2015. So this is an image from the Cozy Christmas stamp set right here, and I wanted more than just the one color, which I chose mint macaron as the basic color for the stamp, but I wanted to add some colors for the flowers and the foliage in there too, just to give it a little pop. So with that, let me tell you how I did it. If you're starting with a light color for the base image, if you're going to, the majority of your image is going to be a light shade, then just go ahead and ink up the whole stamp. Okay, get it inked up. Now, for the rest, because that color is light, all I did was I took my real red marker and I am coloring over the flower images that I see, and it doesn't hurt my marker. It covers up the mint macaron that's already there. You can see the little flower images and the foliage a little easier because it is inked, and it gives you that multicolor stamp. So now I'm going to take Mossy Meadow and color the foliage, and I just brush on the side of the brush tip of the marker, and it's going to leave the mint macaron on the most of the stamp, the majority of the stamp, but yet we're going to get a little highlight of color where it needs it, or where you'd like it. And you can do as little or as much as you want. If you wanted to, you could cover up some of the words. I chose just to do the foliage and the flowers. So now I'm going to blow on the stamp to moisten all the ink, and then I'm just going to stamp here on Very Vanilla, and there you see the multicolored stamp. I'm going to take my 2-inch circle punch, which is what I did for the card, punch that out, and it will be ready to go for another card. Okay, I hope that little tip helped you, and I'm sure many of you knew that but wanted to share in case you did not, and save yourself some time when making your holiday cards. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.